Today I'm going to make a protein brownie, a chocolate protein brownie for one person when you're having a sweet craving but you also kind of want something healthy. So this I just got from Amazon Prime. It's vegan chocolate protein powder. So what I do is I take 2 scoops of this. But for today I'm just going to do 1 just to kind of get through it a little faster. And so just put 1 scoop here. Next, I do 1 tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of chocolate cocoa powder. And then our last dry ingredient is going to be flour. So I don't recommend adding flour like this, but it's a little bit easier, so put the flour in. And it's awesome because that's all it is, 3 ingredients. So for some people, including myself, I like it be a little sweeter. So I'll add sugar or Splenda to the mix. And you can just add a tablespoon of sugar, or if it's Splenda, 1 or 2 packets is probably good. So what I'm doing here is just mixing it all up so that you no longer see the white flakes and that everything's kind of one consistency. Okay? So like I mentioned, you put the sugar in, but I'll go ahead and skip that step to make it kind of a more healthier take on it. And so the final step before we cook it is adding a liquid. So depending on what your macros or what your nutrition goals are, you can do almond milk for more of a flavorful taste, or water, which is what I do because I can't taste the difference. And so there's no actual amount of water I put in. I would say around a half a cup. I start with a little bit, mix it in, and then you can always add more. And the consistency is totally up to you too. So this, I kind of started with just a little bit of water, mixing it all in. And I'll probably add a dash more water as well. See how it's kind of getting really dry. So I'll add a little bit more water. And as much as kind of go in slow batches. So if you don't cook a whole lot, maybe go slowly with the water. If you feel more comfortable with it, you can just add a bunch at once. And if you ever add too much water, just add more cocoa powder. So this looks like a good amount, borderline almost too much water, but I think it should be good. And we're just about done. So that's all this is. Actually, I think it might be a little too runny, so I'm going to take a pinch, maybe like 1/4 of a tablespoon, add it in there, mix it around, just to thicken it up a little bit so it'll bake nicer in the microwave. And then now, the fun part, is put it in the microwave. I like to spread it out evenly too so it cooks nice. And you'll see a lot of people do this thing in a mug brownie, a mug versus a bowl. I use a bowl because I feel like it can cook better. So depending on your microwave, you want to cook this for 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. And this microwave is a little bit weaker than the one that I use, so I go 1.5 minutes here, but just depends. So I would also err on the side of caution, maybe like start with 50 seconds. And you can always add more if you don't want to burn it. So we'll wait for that, and while I do that, I'll just kind of organize my stuff. And then the final touch to the brownie is that I'll add some honey on top. That's completely optional, but I like the way that the honey tastes on top, and it also kind of melts into the brownie because it's hot and tastes really good, extra sweetener, and honey's all the rage, very healthy. That. So we got 40-some seconds left. Yep, here we go. Take a sip of water. Think about how excited you are for your dessert to come. Think about more dessert ideas. What else could be coming from this? Yeah, I definitely recommend the bowl versus mug. Because I've done the mug before and I find that the bottom doesn't cook as well. So the bowl is the way to go. So we're about 10 seconds left. I'm gonna grab a pot holder, just in case the bowl's really hot. Goes. Okay, I think this is pretty good to go. So I will take a spoon. Maybe take a clean spoon. And you can see the consistency is like a doughy brownie. Delicious. Oh, I have to do the honey first before I can do the true taste test. And obviously you know I'm gonna say it tastes amazing because that's how the video goes, but this honey is a bit thick. So about a tablespoon of honey. You can see that right there. And then it's really hot when it gets out of the oven, or the microwave rather. So when you take a bite, you might wanna take a small one. Blow on it a bit. So good! And that is a chocolate protein brownie for every healthy person out there, or anyone that wants a sweet that's not too sinful.